Today we share the story of Tom Mboya, a prominent Kenyan politician who rose to national and international influence in the late 1950s and early 1960s. During this period, Mboya became a passionate champion of education for Kenyans and other Africans. He was the driving force behind the Airlift Africa program, an ambitious initiative that enabled hundreds of Kenyan and African students to pursue higher education in the United States and Canada. In making this vision a reality, Mboya received crucial support from John F. Kennedy, who was serving as a United States Senator at the time. Among the notable individuals who benefited from this program were Barack Obama Sr., Wangari Maathai, Raila Odinga, James Mwangi, and many others whose lives and careers were transformed by the opportunity. Mboya's political journey was also marked by a deep and bitter rivalry with Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Kenya's first vice president. The two leaders clashed sharply over ideology and the future direction of the country. Mboya strongly supported a pro-Western outlook and advocated for a mixed economic system, while Jaramogi Oginga Odinga leaned towards socialist principles. This ideological struggle significantly weakened Odinga's standing within the ruling KANU party, eventually forcing him to resign and go on to form the opposition Kenya People's Union. At the same time, powerful political elites close to President Jomo Kenyatta viewed Tom Mboya as both highly charismatic and politically dangerous, seeing him as a serious contender who could one day succeed Kenyatta. This tense political environment reached a tragic climax on July 5, 1969, when Tom Mboya was assassinated outside Chani's Pharmacy on Government Road, now known as Moi Avenue, in Nairobi. He was shot twice in the chest at close range, and a post-mortem examination revealed that one of the bullets tore through his aorta, leading to rapid death. Nahation Isaac Njenga Njoroge was arrested, tried, convicted, and later hanged for the murder. However, his chilling question, "Why don't you go after the big man?" ignited decades of speculation that powerful figures were involved in orchestrating the killing. Who really killed Tom Mboya? Join us as we continue to uncover and explore the compelling and unresolved story of Tom Mboya. Tom Mboya, born Thomas Joseph Adhiambo Mboya on August 15, 1930, emerged as one of the most brilliant, influential, and controversial figures in Kenya's struggle for independence and early nationhood. A gifted organizer, trade unionist, and politician, Mboya rose from humble beginnings to become a central architect of modern Kenya before his life was violently cut short in 1969. He was born on a sisal plantation in Kilima Mbogo, near Thika, then part of British East Africa. His parents, Leonardo Ndete and Marcella Onyango, also known as Marcella Awor, were Luo and worked as low-paid sisal cutters on a colonial estate owned by Sir William Northrop Macmillan. Despite the hardships of plantation life, Leonardus later rose to the position of overseer, a modest advancement that helped stabilize the family. Tom was one of 7 children, growing up alongside 5 brothers and 2 sisters, including his known brothers Alphonse Okuku and Pascal Odira Ndete. Mboya's parents were newly converted Catholics and believed strongly in education. As a result, he attended several Catholic mission schools during his early years. He began his secondary education at St. Mary's School, Yala, in 1942, before moving to Holy Ghost College, now Mangu High School, where his academic abilities earned him a Cambridge School certificate. However, financial constraints forced him to leave secondary school early so that his younger siblings could continue their education, a sacrifice that shaped his lifelong commitment to opportunity and social advancement. In 1948, Mboya enrolled in a 3-year program at the Royal Sanitary Institute's Medical Training School in Nairobi, training as a sanitary inspector. He qualified in 1950 and took up employment with the Nairobi City Council. The position provided a steady income that allowed him to support his family and fund his siblings' schooling. Even while working full-time, Mboya continued his studies through a correspondence course in economics with the Efficiency Correspondence College of South Africa, demonstrating a disciplined commitment to self-education. His intellectual promise soon gained international attention. In 1955, Mboya was awarded a prestigious scholarship from the British Trades Union Congress, enabling him to study industrial management and political science at Ruskin College, Oxford. Though he attended for only a year and never earned a formal university degree, he emerged as a formidable thinker, widely regarded as self-taught, incisive, and exceptionally articulate. Mboya's professional life began in public health, but his passion lay in advocacy. As a sanitary inspector, he became increasingly vocal about poor pay and working conditions for African workers. This activism propelled him into the trade union movement, where his leadership abilities quickly became evident. In 1953, at just 23 years old, he was elected General Secretary of the Kenya Federation of Labor, KFL. Under his stewardship, the KFL evolved into a powerful organization aligned with the broader independence struggle. His influence extended beyond Kenya, earning him the role of Africa representative to the International Confederation of Free Trade Unions, ICFTU, and the chairmanship of the All-African People's Conference in Accra in 1958. Mboya's prominence in labor politics soon translated into national leadership. In 1957, he was elected to the Colonial Legislative Council, LEGCO, where he became a leading voice for African representation. A year later, he founded the Nairobi People's Congress Party, which merged with other nationalist movements to form the Kenya African National Union, KANU. As KANU's first Secretary General, a position he held from 1960 until his death, Mboya played a decisive role in shaping the party that led Kenya to independence. He was also a central participant in the Lancaster House Conferences in London, which laid the constitutional groundwork for independence in 1963. Following independence, Mboya became a key figure in President Jomo Kenyatta's government. He served first as Minister for Labor, then as Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs from June 1963 to December 1964, where he helped draft the new republic's constitution and contributed to the design of Kenya's national symbols. From 1964 until 1969, he held the powerful post of Minister for Economic Planning and Development. In this role, he authored Sessional Paper No. 10 of 1965 on African socialism and its application to planning in Kenya, a landmark policy document that established Kenya's mixed, market-oriented economic model and shaped the country's development strategy for decades. Beyond government, Mboya is perhaps most fondly remembered for championing education. In the late 1950s and early 1960s, he initiated the Airlift Africa program, which, later supported by U.S. Senator John F. Kennedy, enabled hundreds of Kenyan and other African students, including Barack Obama Sr., to pursue higher education in the United States and Canada. The program invested in a future generation of African leaders and remains one of his most enduring legacies. Mboya's personal life was as complex as his public career. In 1952, he entered a customary marriage with Margaret Ogweno, with whom he had two daughters, Rosemary Alaki Mboya, born 1953, and Jane Akini Mboya, born 1958. The marriage ended in separation in 1959. On January 20, 1962, he married Pamela Odede in a high-profile Roman Catholic ceremony in Nairobi. Pamela, a Makerere University graduate and daughter of politician Walter Odede, became his most visible partner. Together, they had 5 children: Maureen Odero, later a High Court judge in Mombasa; Susan Mboya, a businesswoman and philanthropist, Lucas Mboya, Pierre Mboya, who died in a motorcycle accident in 2004, and Patrick Mboya, Peter's twin, who died at the age of 4. After Mboya's death, Pamela bore another son, Tom Mboya Jr., with Mboya's brother Alphonse Okuku, in accordance with Luo tradition. Pamela later pursued a distinguished diplomatic career, serving as Kenya's permanent representative to UN Habitat. Although Mboya held influential positions and maintained business interests, including fishing enterprises on Rusinga Island, stakes in Africa Bar in Nairobi, partnerships in Kabando stores, shares in a bus company, and advisory roles in insurance firms, his exact net worth at the time of his death was never formally documented. He earned income from government salaries, trade union allowances, and investments, but he was widely regarded as a leader driven more by national service than personal enrichment. Politically, Mboya's career was marked by intense rivalries and controversy. His bitter ideological clash with Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Kenya's first vice president, reflected deeper Cold War divisions over economic policy and foreign alignment. Mboya's pro-Western stance and advocacy for a mixed economy placed him at odds with Odinga's socialist leanings. The rivalry culminated in political maneuvers that weakened Odinga's position within KANU and eventually led to his resignation and formation of the opposition Kenya People's Union. Mboya was also viewed with suspicion by powerful elites surrounding President Kenyatta, who saw him as a charismatic and dangerous contender in succession politics. Ironically, constitutional amendments Mboya helped advance later strengthened the presidency in ways that marginalized him. On July 5, 1969, Tom Mboya was assassinated outside Chani's Pharmacy on Government Road, now Moi Avenue, in Nairobi. He was shot twice in the chest at close range. A post-mortem revealed that a bullet tore through his aorta, causing rapid death. Nayashan Isaac Njenga Njoroge was arrested, convicted, and hanged for the crime, but his haunting question, "Why don't you go after the big man?" sparked decades of speculation that powerful figures were behind the killing. The case remains one of Kenya's greatest political mysteries, reignited in July 2024 when a 92-year-old man confessed to involvement, prompting renewed investigations. Tom Mboya's life embodied promise, intellect, and controversy. From a plantation child to a global statesman, he left an indelible mark on Kenya's political, economic, and educational foundations. His assassination not only silenced a towering voice, but also altered the trajectory of the nation he helped to build.